New research shows America's millennial generation regaining its economic power more than 5 years after the end of the recession. For America's young adults, employment is up, wages are higher, and they may finally be moving out of mom and dad's basement, possibly owning their own homes. We're going to be joining me from D.C. is Bloomberg's Victoria Stilwell, who has been crunching the numbers on this. Victoria, what was most surprising that you found here about the millennial generation and the workplace?
Yeah, I think what's surprising is that wages are rising for millennials, which is kind of counter to this bad news narrative that we also often hear about them, and they're rising faster than that of the broader populations. So Wells Fargo crunched the numbers and looked at some data. What they looked at is the 4-quarter moving average of median weekly earnings, so just wage growth here. And what they found was for 16 to 24-year-olds, wages grew 4.8% in the 4th quarter from the year before. Now, that was faster than any other age group. It was double the second fastest earners, also millennials, 25 to 34-year-olds, clocking 2.4% wage growth. Wow. So that's a really good sign, yeah.
Yeah, it is a good sign. Is that a good sign for the overall labor market?
Yeah, so it seems like they may be a little bit of a canary in the coal mine. An economist over at the Conference Board, Gad Lebanon, found that we also saw this pattern in the previous expansion. We got a nice pop in earnings for these younger workers, and that preceded faster pickup in wages for older workers as well. So if we do get this rising wage growth, that's been something that's been a missing link in the economy that, everyone from Fed officials to just regular workers are worried about. So if we can see this improvement, that would really put us on firmer footing.
And how might we start to feel this in the broader economy, Victoria? I mean, where are they going to be putting this money towards, this extra money that they seem to now be earning?
Well, unfortunately, a lot of it is probably going to have to be put towards student loans. We know that about 40% of households with an adult, headed by an adult younger than 40 years old, has student debt. So at least some of that income is probably going to have to be appropriated toward paying down that debt. But we are also seeing signs that they are forming households. They are moving out of probably mom and dad's basement, and they are going into rental units, it looks like. No real change. In fact, the home ownership rate dropped in the 4th quarter, so they're not becoming homeowners just yet, but as we know, baby steps here will get them into rentals, and then hopefully if the economic growth that we've seen in 2014 continues, then they can get there.
Right, they can get to owning a home. They'll save enough money to possibly do that. All right, Victoria, thank you so much. Bloomberg's Victoria Stilwell from D.C.